definition of a side chick is a female that is neither a male's wife or girlfriend who has relations with the male who's in another relationship. In other words, we call her the other woman. Let's talk about the man. Any man who feels he needs another woman alongside the woman he's already committed to has issues. Let's just call it what it is. Insecurities, commitment issues. He loves attention, which is usually an exterior facade to an interior problem caused by hurt and pain experienced in adolescence. The truth of the matter is, what he feels he has, he thinks isn't enough. Whether it's complacency in the marriage or the relationship, whether it's discontentment, he feels unfulfilled. These fulfillment issues has nothing to do with the one he's committed to. It has everything to do with himself. Now let's talk about the other woman, the side chick. Any woman who would allow herself to be the side chick or accept the role of a side chick, knowing that this man is in another relationship, doesn't know her value. She doesn't know her worth. She's probably been rejected a couple of times, and that rejection has led to normality. What happens is she gets herself connected to people who she knows will throw her away and toss her aside because she has experienced that in the past. Once an individual is conditioned toward abnormal behavior becomes normal. The reality is there are women and men who want to see marriages and relationships fail. So they, quote unquote, innocently insert themselves into a person's life intimately to cause division. Jealousy and insecurity is a real place. Now let's talk about the woman who has no idea she's the side chick. These are questions I would ask. Does he only take you out on weekdays? He says, oh, let's go to Magic Mountain on Wednesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Does he always ask you about your life and asks you to express your emotions, but never express the details of his own life? Does he know more about you than you know about him? Or is his phone always locked? He never seems to answer his phone when he's around you, and he gives you the excuse, well, I just want to make sure I'm focusing on you. Or how about he says, I can't call you after 8 o'clock because my grandmom, I have to tuck her in at night. So our cutoff time is 8 o'clock. I can't talk to you past 8. Let me think. You're the side chick. What happens is you become derailed by the time and effort you spent into something that was only a waste. Now let's get to the bottom line. The bottom line is this. Once you turn your life over to God and you say, Lord, I want to make sure I live for you. I want to do things for you. I want to live for you. I'm tired of doing the things that I used to do. I'm tired of living this way. You are now making a commitment to God. You begin to express your emotions. Just like any relationship, you express your emotions and your innermost desires, and you spend time with God. You begin to ask him questions, and he begins to download things about yourself that you had no idea about. But the reality is, just like any relationship, you can become complacent with God, with your walk with God. You can become lazy, and with that laziness, you begin to only focus on the needs of your flesh and not the needs of your spirit. Have you ever noticed when a man has side chicks, how he's trying to make that relationship on the side private from the person he's committed to? It's like Adam and Eve, when Eve was told not to go eat of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and the side chick, the devil, goes and says, hey, why don't you just eat of this fruit? You can have it all. In other words, you will be shown all things. You won't surely die. Your eyes will just be open and you'll see what God sees. And that's what the side chick does. What the side chick does is he or she inserts themselves into our lives intimately and plant ideas to try to show us ways, and try to feed on our emotions, the things that we lack. If I'm unhappy, the side chick wants to say, hey, I can make you happy. If I'm complacent and I'm lazy about my purpose, the side chick says, I can help you with your purpose. I can help you with your ministry. And this is what the devil does. He feeds into what you feel is not working for you. He feeds into your discontentment. He feeds into your complacency. He feeds into the needs of your flesh and not the needs of your spirit. At that moment, we allow the devil to become the side chick. This is the point I want to make. God is your source. He's the one that you're committed to if you've decided to do so. He's the only one that can take you to your place of destiny. He's the only one that can take you to your promise. If you have side chicks on the side, all that does is derail you from your purpose. So your main objective is not to have different things on the side to please your flesh, but to only focus on God so that he can please your spirit. If you're complacent with God, if you're discontent with God, if you're just like, you know what, it's boring being a Christian. It's just boring. Then tell God, look, I want some more excitement. Can you show me some more things? That's what being in a relationship is all about. Going to the source, going to that person and say, going to God and say, God, I need to know more. I need to have more. I need to feel more of you so that I don't have complacency in my heart with you. It's time out for side chicks. Let them go, push them aside, and don't allow the devil to entice you with things that has nothing to do with your purpose and nothing to do with your destiny. The side chick is only there as an outlier to push you away, not toward where you need to be. Choose you this day who you will serve. Don't find yourself in predicaments needing other things that has nothing to do with the one you've chosen. If you're going to choose God, go all in. And don't allow a side chick to tell you, to give you false hope, to make you believe you can have it all, because you can't. Newsflash, you can't have it all. Again, choose you this day who you're going to serve, because you can't be lukewarm or God will spit you out. Your ultimate goal in life is to pursue freedom, is to pursue purity, to pursue happiness, and pursue God. And he has the key to every element that you need in your life. So once you choose God and once you make a commitment, remove the side chicks and pursue the life that God intended for you to have. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're blessed. Leave the side chicks alone.